beginning of the college application process, only 2 schools that I had applied to were in Massachusetts. I had never really wanted to stick anywhere close to my hometown of Watertown, Mass, so I had already crossed them off of my mental list. But I'd gotten into one of them, Northeastern, with a catch. I needed to go abroad for my first semester. What seemed to be a deterrent to most people who had gotten into the program became my exact reason for going. I figured that going abroad for my first 4 months would be a decent replacement for going to the opposite coast for 4 years like I had originally wanted to. I also realized that by the end I'd probably miss my friends, family, and local food joints enough to want to go back. I was right. I was comfortable at home. I was the big fish in a small pond, and for a while I had the big hair to match, but with a new shave I was ready to conquer a new school. 4 months doesn't exactly give you a long time to do that, but I think I came pretty close. It takes some time to learn a new campus, especially UCD. You have to learn about the lakes and the secret lakes, memorize all the sculptures used for landmarks, and then all the sneaky foliage-ridden roads off of the beaten path. Oh, and of course how to find your classes and dodge the construction, but that's impossible when it's outside at 7 a.m.
Well, I know that things are getting better.
Countless hours were spent learning the bus routes and the intervals at which the good old Dublin bus runs, particularly the 46A and 39A, which will take you right into the city. Once there, I spent time promptly trotting around the quays, up in and around the Temple Bar area, and you know nothing can beat O'Connell Street. And of course, there's no comparison for the old erected monument, the spire in the middle of it all. One of the coolest parts about all of this is learning the history of these places, but still being able to see them in a modern setting. The program also took us on a ton of excursions. By the end of this trip, I found myself knowing more about Ireland's geography than I do my native Bay State. Some of these trips included going bog jumping at Causey Farm. NUin traveled to the opposite coast of Ireland to go exploring the NUin Islands. My friends and I may have taken an impromptu tip. I had the experience of sticking my foot over the side of the cliffs of Moher. I went surfing and cave exploring in Sligo. I bobbed across the Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge. Shortly after, and prepared for nearly any shot, I was splashed by the waves at the Giant's Causeway. But one of the coolest parts about being in Ireland was the accessibility to the other nearby countries. I'd been able to make my way to London, England, and see Big Ben, the London Eye, and tons of other really neat things there.
Oh, I cannot explain what's going down. I can see you standing next to me. In and out, somewhere else right now.
Tiredly, we made our trek to Edinburgh, where we had a blast exploring the city on our own.
I can see it clear as day. Close your eyes.
It's always been a personal goal of mine to see as much of the sky as possible, so hopefully these 2 trips aren't the end of traveling while I still have time here. My friends and I are planning a week-long journey right at the end, where we're trying to hit at least 4 more European cities before we go back home.
All night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain.
We out here.
We may have unfortunately missed one of the favorite American holidays, Thanksgiving, on our semester here, but it's never too late to stop and recognize what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for the friends I've made here. I'm thankful for the sights I've been blessed enough to be able to see. And I'm thankful for a chance to continue on this pleasant whirlwind of a college experience when I get back to Boston.